Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel and welcome to our full moon update. So this is the daily check-in for the twins, and since we are actually approaching the full moon peak, it's gonna peak on Sunday at about 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and of course you can adjust the timing to your time zone, but the main idea is that it's a pretty significant event. It's a full moon in Capricorn, and in order to give you a little bit of more information as we approach the time, I decided to do the reading today, and we'll see what is it helping us deal with, right? The Capricorn energy is a lot about discipline and knowledge, so making informed choices, not judging, not having prejudice or making assumptions, right? So maybe this is something where you can, just on a general level, if you've had some assumptions around certain types of people, situations, events that have happened to you or you are dealing with, this could be the time to look into it and release those, leave them behind, be more open-minded. And of course, as always, moon helps us it highlights certain fears, certain pain points that we could be experiencing at this time, in order to deal with them, to release them, and free up space for something new and beautiful. To make this reading even more special, I brought a new deck with me today. This is called the Quantum Oracle. It's a beautiful deck. It's got a little bit of structure to it, which I feel like the Capricorn energy is really gonna like. So it's kind of like broken down into chapters at the top, because they're all different colors, they're all different chapters. It's all numbered, and of course we have the actual card meaning, and I will read it to you because this deck is brand new and I don't really know the cards myself yet. But what I wanted to do is to use this to get a card for each of the twins at the beginning of this reading, to get a sense for the current energy, the present, and at the end we'll get one more card for each of the twins to get some advice of what to do during this full moon, to really make use of the energies and to enhance where you are, to help further ascension, help healing, and all these wonderful things. The questions we'll be asking today with the tarot would be, what are we able to release during this time and heal? The second question would be, what are we freeing up space for? So what wonderful things can come in as a result, to give you some motivation. And then the third would be the message from, between the twins, essentially. All right, so let's start with the Quantum Oracle and get a card on the present energies. First, for Divine Feminines. I hope you guys are doing great. Today we have a new episode of Mindfully Awake coming out, and it's going to be around building habits, which I feel is also very much aligned with the Capricorn energy. It's also Virgo, but Capricorn, Capricorn likes that too, when you have certain process and when you're making conscious decisions on how you spend your time, which is what habit building is going to be about. So tune in tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or I will post the link in the community tab, or of course you can watch the recording. There's a link to the playlist in the description box where I add the videos as they come out, so it's probably going to be there tomorrow, something like that. Feminines, you have the card from the people area, new supportive connections. This is the current energy that new bonds are being built. Maybe you have access to new audience, you're making new friends, maybe you're traveling and you're meeting new people while you travel. So it doesn't even have to be a permanent connection, or it's not necessarily that this new connection is going to be your best friend, but they are important because they bring in some new perspective, which is kind of what the full moon is about. What do we have for the masculines for the present energy? The intention area, taking steps. So you're taking steps towards something new, something big, and we've seen that for the masculines continuously, right? So this is the unfolding of your story, of your fairy tale story. And yeah, I know it's kind of feminine-ish, but the point remains, right? Fairy tale a lot of times would have princesses in the center of it, but don't forget the heroes, the noble knights, the underdogs, you know, who slay the dragons, who overcome obstacles and then become winners, right? So one way or another, it's not one-sided, right? So even if there's a princess here, imagine that maybe this is you or behind the camera, like almost there to reach for the princess, the castle, and whatever else your definition of victory is. All right, so I will read the guidebook for the advice. Okay, let's do it that way, not to make this reading too long, because these days I do tend to get carried away a little. I mean, it's all good, and you know, if I get the messages, I have to get them out. All right, and by the way, if you like my readings, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with others who may benefit from this kind of information. All right, let's see. Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so there is some fear that the light is being shined upon for you guys to deal with it, for you to be able to see that there's nothing to be afraid of. You know how they say that, well, there is a proverb in Russian that fear has big eyes. And essentially what it means is that, you know, we tend to overthink and make our fears bigger than they actually are. And a lot of times it happens, like if you think of the more literal meaning of it, it happens because of the darkness. Like children, for example, are afraid of darkness, right? They start imagining monsters somewhere in dark corners, right? And then when the light is shining on the surface, right, on the environment around you, then you can see that there's nothing really to be scared about. And that's really the symbolism behind this energy and the benefits of the full moon that it's presenting us with. Page of Cups here. Yeah, so some kind of forgiveness is coming in. That's what I'm getting. And it's up to you guys to decide whether it's self-forgiveness or forgiving somebody else for what they've done. But it's part of the release process. So the first question is, what are we releasing at this time in order to free up space for something beautiful? For feminines, we have Knight of Cups clarified by Six of Swords. For feminines, it's the idea of a knight in shining armor, somebody saving you, of someone needing to give their love to you for you to feel safe and happy and content, even. Letting go of that idea that there is somebody else who needs to complete you. And I hear immediately some people saying, well, I'm not in that place anymore. Like, this is so obvious if I'm on a spiritual journey. But a lot of times it's the little things that still come through, that you subconsciously, the way you make decisions, it still communicates that. So it's food for thought for you to reflect on that. What do we have for the masculines? The Lover is clarified by Six of Pentacles. For masculines, they are releasing the fear that the romantic partnership is never going to be like a fairy tale, essentially. That it's never going to be equal give and take. It's never going to be, I love you the way you are, right? Like there's always something transactional, or there's always some personal pain that gets in the way, so, and destroys everything. So this is the fear of commitment, essentially. We saw it the other day. And just not like, you know, especially for masculines who are already in contact with their feminines, the feelings that they get, the way the heart chakra opens, it's nothing like they've ever felt before, right? And it's one of those feelings when you're scared because it feels too good to be true, or it feels so good so you don't really want to step into the practical part of it because you feel like it's gonna ruin it, because these feelings and this fragile state of the heart is not gonna survive the harsh reality of life, something along those lines. So what are we freeing up the space for? For the feminines, what is coming in when you free up this space? Wow, two major arcanas, High Priestess and the Moon, and the Star, sorry. So you are getting much clearer on what your calling is and where you're supposed to go next, right? Not like abstractly, like, yeah, we're supposed to help people, or, you know, if you are a twin flame, you're supposed to get a tarot channel or something, right? Like, it's not prescriptive. You're really getting clear guidance from the divine, and you can hear that guidance, you can feel it, you can sense it, the knowledge comes in on what exactly you're supposed to do, where your where your gift cluster is, and where you can find your niche, where you can share your unique gifts. And this is exactly what the planet needs right now. For masculines, we have Page of Swords clarified by Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. Why am I seeing Knight of Pentacles? But anyway, for masculines, what they're able to do is to communicate to themselves, first of all, and also to people around them more freely of what their needs and wants are. What is the wish come true for them, really, right? But you need to understand that first. That's what I'm saying. First of all, they communicate it to self. You need to understand it for yourself first, and then you can share it with people around you. And that immediately presents alignment on whether those people share the same values, same path, same vision, or they don't. And it doesn't mean that you immediately cross them out of your life, but the ranking will change of how close they are, and not just from your side, but from theirs as well. But this is a path to a more authentic living. What is the message from feminines to masculines? Ten of Coins clarified by Three of Pentacles. Yeah, so feminines are saying they know that they will truly and fully realize their potential and be able to dive into this abundance, the life of abundance on this spiritual journey, when the two of you come together, when you know, the skills and gifts and the life experience that each of you has, the unique set of those, comes together, and that's going to present the most the highest level of success, of abundance, and feeling of luck I'm also getting. So they know that, they're aware, and they're patient to wait until both of you are ready. For masculines to feminines, we have King of Wands clarified by Four of Cups. The masculines feel like they have a lot of hopes and expectations from themselves, really, in this partnership. And they do have the fear of rejection, if anything. So they're trying to pluck up their courage, their manhood, whatever it is where they're finding their own virtues, right? And what they have to present, to give, to share with their feminine, right? They feel like they're in a good place now, but there is still this fear of rejection that is stopping them from necessarily coming forward with this message of wanting to be together, of the passion that they feel. Yeah, this is a little bit of the animal passion at this time, but they do understand the king is the master, is a more mature version, mature energy. They do understand that it goes much farther than that. They've thought it was about the sexual energy for a while, but not anymore. And they understand that this is what they want, and this is what they're gonna go for when the time comes and they overcome the fear that's inside of them right now. Okay, to finish the reading, let's get a card for each of the twins, and I will read the guidebook. This is the advice for the feminines, first of all. All right, family from the people section. Wow, I love it. I was looking at this card today, and it's just such a nice card. This card shows a baby in a bassinet and children playing and having fun. The joy of childhood presence will be increasing in your life, perhaps in the form of spending more time with the children, or family, or friends. Or a brand new addition might soon be welcomed into your own family. This card could also predict a new partner who brings a child with them, so that 2 new relationships enter your life at once. Feelings of spontaneity and playfulness are also blossoming in your heart. Listen to the voice of the child within. Let yourself be open to all the ways you can have fun in your life, such as simple moments of enjoyment, fond memories that make you laugh, or spending time with the people that make you happy. Be playful and let your own inner child come out. It's one of the best things you can do to connect with universal joy. There you go. Love it. All right, let's get some guidance for the masculines now. Consciousness, happy success. Wow. Happy success, who doesn't want that? Let's see. People, spirit. Found it. The wish is fulfilled. A man stands in a flowering field with his arms stretched out, happily looking up at the sky. It's raining beautiful gems, silver coins, and droplets of bright light. He's clearly filled with joy about the abundant blessings coming his way. Happiness is a choice and is the consciousness of success. When you live in these mental attitudes, it's only a matter of time before you too are showered with the blessings that you desire. This card marks a time of great joy and abundance for you. This may be in the form of expanding wealth, love, or business achievement. The promise here is that the wish you've been dreaming about is coming your way. So open up to the success in your heart and to the happiness already in your life, and get ready for much more to come. Okay, on this beautiful note, I am gonna leave you guys. I hope this full moon reading was of use. I love you all, and until next time.